prophet that had the luxury of speaking directly to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imagine the Prophet of Allah, his people were going through a state of drought, no water. You know what that means? That means everyone was suffering. No water, no food, no crops, the plants were dying, nothing was growing, animals were dying, nothing to drink, nothing to eat. Human beings were dying and suffering. Amongst them is a prophet. So the people came to Musa and said, "Ya Musa, what's going on?" I'll cut the long story short. So Musa and his people, they go to the desert. Musa raises his hands and he says, "Oh Allah, you can see what's happening to my people. Ya Allah, we're begging, we're asking for rain." Naturally, when a prophet asks, what happens? Allah answers, yes or no. Musa asked for rain, they're waiting for the clouds to come in, nothing happened. You know, forgive me, these are my own interpretations. I'm making it clear, these are my own interpretations. These are the, I have this problem. Whenever I read, these thoughts go through my mind. I'm thinking, wow, imagine being a prophet at that moment. My people who already their iman is with the wind, going and coming, right? True. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again and again, Banu Israel were the worst. Yes? And imagine the pressure he was under. My people are turning to me, they're waiting for the response. I'm a prophet of Allah, right? I have direct relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ya Allah, I clearly asked you for rain and nothing happens. Talk about heat under the collar. So Musa says, "Ya Allah, what's happening? I asked for rain and no rain." Now listen to what Allah says. He says, "Ya Musa, from amongst your people there is one sinner." One. How many sinners are in our towns? How many of our Muslims don't pray? How many of our sisters are still unscarved? How many of our elders still cannot read Fatiha properly? Ya Musa, from amongst your people is one sinner, and because of him and him alone, I have deprived the rain from falling. So you can come to me now and talk to me about justice and wisdom and is this fair all night long. Doesn't change the fact that Allah deprived rain upon a prophet, upon people, upon innocent women and children and animals and crops because of the actions of one man. One man! So Musa turns to his people. He says, "Oh my people, amongst you is a sinner. Come out and make yourself known." You know, I always think about this story and I think, imagine being that man at that time. You know, wallahi, with all respect to everyone, I already know without anyone, every person in this room is a sinner, including myself. Every one of you is a sinner, whether you like it or not, because the Prophet of Allah will never lie. قُلْ لِبَنِي آدَمْ